Looking for cheap and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins? Head on over to u4gm.com, Madden NFL 21 coins, and use code SPORTS for 5% off your order. What's up, guys? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. In today's Madden 21 tip, we're going to be going over a lockdown run defense from the nickel 3-2-5 formation that can easily stop all the best and most popular runs in Madden 21. This formation also has great pass coverage if they do pass the ball, and the setup is very, very easy and user-friendly. So personally, I like the nickel 3-2-5 normal formation from the 4-6 playbook on defense. Now, it's in a few others, but I just like the 4-6 a lot in general. And we actually did just release our 4-6 defensive guide on sportsgamers.com. It is fire. It has the best defensive scheme and the best blitz in the game. We do break down some disengage, new setups, but it's really, like I said, it's built around new blitz concepts that don't involve that. It's fire. If you want to scream at your opponent and lock them up, be sure to check it out. We'll put the link in the description for you guys. Let's get into the play, though. So we're going to be looking at cover 4. Now, guys, if you're liking my content, also make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on. The cover 4 drop is very nice, and it's good pass coverage while also maintaining good run defense. So, you guys know the run's been out of control as the year's gone on. The pursuit angles are just not very good right now on defense, and it's been challenging to stop the run lately. So I'm going to show you guys a few different examples of this. I'm going to start eye close, and then we'll go to some heavier sets like strong tight, eye tight, stuff like that. But as you guys know, everyone's running the stretch dive still, just like last year. And I will say, when running this defense, make sure you have your auto flip on, because you do want your nickel back to be on the strong side of the offensive formation. So my setup's pretty easy. I just go ahead and press coverage, which is you hit coverage audible and down on the left stick. Then I'm going to shift my D-line to the strong side of the offensive formation. So here you guys can see that the tight end is on the right. So I want to shift my D-line to the right. So I just hit left on the D-pad and then to the right on the left analog stick. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blitz all my linebackers. The way I do that is I hit linebacker audible, which is to the right on the D-pad and then down on the right analog stick. I like to basically at that point bring my safeties up in the box, and basically whichever one's on the weak side, I'm going to use her. And when I mean weak side again, I'm talking about weak side of the offensive formation. So since we got the tight end on the right, we're going to go ahead and use her the one on the left. Now, the reason why I like cover 4 is that cover 4, you're going to get the safeties to react to the run pretty much immediately, almost like if they were playing a spy, but they're not actually in a spy, they're in a zone. So if they do pass the ball, it's safer coverage. You're going to get the purple zone on the right that will be good for defending corners and stuff like that. And then also, we're going to play over the middle of the field ourselves. Now, we are blitzing the linebackers, so this will be, a heavy, pressure style defense, but it does a good job stopping the run. And obviously, if they do pass the ball, nickel 3-5 does have other good coverage options as well. So let's go ahead and run it. First, we're going to stretch right. So you guys can see here, I'm not really having to do much. Just as you guys can see, the safety is going to come up in the box, and he's going to make a great play. Like I said, almost as if he's in a spy, but he's not. Cover 4, the safeties are on the run fits. Now, what I like about this is the linebackers, though, they get penetration on the inside combined with the D-line. It's hard to cut that back up the middle or run a dive in this scenario. Very, very difficult, as you guys can see here. We're able to swarm to the ball. The nickelback's over there, too, so it's hard for them to get to the outside. We end up getting this tackle in the backfield for basically, a loss of a yard or two. He is also good against the dive. The dive is, another really pretty solid run. And with the linebackers blitzing, it's going to be hard for them to shoot, shoot through all the... This run D is also effective against the dive. If they want to run dive, we can do the same setup defensively, and we're going to get linebackers penetrating through the middle. We're going to defend the run really, really well. As you guys can see here, it's really not too much room. I guess we missed the tackle, so he fell forward for a few yards. But overall, that's something that we're not worried about. You guys see, again, we're press coveraging, shifting our D-line to the right, and we're going to move the safeties down in the box and blitz the linebackers. So here, we're going to go ahead, run dive again, run the weak side safety, and as you guys can see, there's really nowhere to go. Really, at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to run to the middle. They're not going to be able to run the strong side. They shouldn't really get too much yards to the weak side either because that's where our user is. If you have decent stick, you should be able to hold them to just a few yards. Now guys, if they do run to the weak side of the formation, you're going to have to guard that yourself. So again, with the same setup here, we're going to move our safeties down in the box, shift the D-line to the strong side, and blitz the linebackers. So if they do playmaker stretch to the left, you're going to have to watch that yourself. But it's not really a big deal because as you guys can see here, we're able to get around the corner, stop them for about 4 or so yards. Nothing crazy, but obviously it's more on the user if they do run to the weak side. Now looking at something like strong tight or eye tight, it's basically going to be the same thing. Again, make sure that we go ahead and call the cover 4 drop. And press coverage, shift our D-line to the strong side. See here again, the fullback's on the right with the receiver, so we're going to shift them to the right. Blitz our linebackers, move the safeties in the box, control the one on the weak side. That's simple. So at the end of the day, they're going to run stretch against strong side. We're right there. There's really nowhere to go. Blow it up in the backfield. So let's say that they went ahead and flipped their formation. Maybe now that they're going to keep the strong side to the right instead of the left, right? Well, in this case, again, we can just, because we have an auto flip on, remember you go to coaching adjustments to turn the auto flip on. We can just come out of the play, and if they do flip their play, we'll flip right with them, which is what I like a lot. Here you guys can see if they go ahead and flip their formation, so now that the strong side is actually the left, our nickel back, he's going to be on the left side of the screen. We can press coverage. Now, this time, again, we're always shifting D-line to the strong side. So strong side's left, we shift them left. We blitz our linebackers. Now, sometimes this linebacker will come up in the gap. You don't want that, so if he does that, move him back. Move your safeties up in the box, and again, control the one on the weak side. I like to move them up in the box because then they just react to the run a little bit quicker and get downfield for the stop. Same thing goes here if they run dive. This is going to defend it really well too. They're going to get penetration up into the middle, and they're not going to have anywhere to go. This run D also does work good on Power O, by the way, in case you run into somebody that's trying to attack this defense by running Power O. That's not going to work either. Again, he's hit at the line. He falls forward for an extra yard or two, but we'll take that every time. We'll do one more dive, and then I do want to look at Power O real quick. So again, pretty simple run defensive setup. You press, you shift your line to the strong side, you blitz your linebackers, you control the weak side safety. Just make sure auto flips on. So you guys can see again, dive is not going anywhere. No gain, pretty much a yard or two, fell forward, whatever. Now, the thing I really do like about this is, like I said, Power O runs don't work either. So you obviously got your stretch dive combo, but then if someone does want to try to sneak a Power O in, it's not going to hurt us. So, again, same setup. Go ahead and run this cover 4. I really like this defense because, again, the safeties are not being spied. You don't have to do too much. It's just really, really simple. Simple run D. You guys can see again. We're going to shift our D-line strong side, press coverage, move safeties in box, blitz linebackers, get on the weak side safety. Power O, it's not going to work either. As you guys can see, we get penetration because the lineman's pulling, force him to the outside. Again, we're right there for safety. Now, great thing about this formation in general is if they do want to pass the ball, this has some great pass coverage. So let's say that, you see them, trying to mix in the pass, you can easily just call, 2-man under, set it up the same way, cover 2-man. It's another great run defense, right? Move the guys in the box the same way. You can purple this blitzing linebacker, shift the D-line to the strong side. Now, obviously, if we don't spy the safeties, this run D is not going to be as good as the cover 4. But still, if we think that they're going to mix in the pass, this is definitely a great, great, great play to call. You guys can see here, we're easily able to lock it down, and there's not anything open. At the end of the day, we get a coverage sack. Really think the nickel 3-5 is a great formation this year for not only coverage but run stopping. It's not the best blitzing formation in the game, but if you're playing someone who likes to run the ball a lot, you're definitely going to want to lab this formation up. It also has very, very good inside zone D and 0-1 trap D if they're in shotgun. If you guys want to see that, drop me 350 likes on this video and I'll drop that for you guys as well. Until next time, it's Duke. I'm out of here. If you guys want some more Madden 21 premium content, check out sportsgamers.com for the best Madden 21 tips and ebooks.